What's with this conspiracy theory that you were some kind of neocon plot to bring down the Russian government or something?
Yeah. It took a couple weeks for this conspiracy theory to surface. But it actually started from within RT. There were anonymous sources, and a friend of one of the employees at RT wrote the article about me, and and they had connected some dots. The gentleman, the reporter that got the exclusive for the Daily Beast, he is also a conservative. He has ties to a conservative think tank, and apparently that think tank tweeted 25 minutes before my resignation, because he knew, because he did the story. So obviously I told him, but they...
Well, you told them you were going to quit?
I told the reporter.
That you were going to quit?
Yeah, that day, because I knew that he was going to publish, because I knew he's done very critical pieces on Russia. I mean, it's hard not to these days. But I knew that he was willing. I was going to tell him my story. It wasn't my plan to quit publicly. On this particular day, it was pretty egregious, and I had made the decision. And so they used this tweet by this conservative organization to say, oh, but I came to him in his capacity as a reporter for the Daily Beast, and I guess he put this think tank on alert. They tweeted, they knew, so then they're saying that that was the smoking gun, that this was actually staged, that my resignation was staged. For people hungry for neoconservatives, hungry for another Cold War to dupe the mainstream media.
Or we could just all rent Red Dawn or something.
Yeah. So that's but you know, it was one source, and they really tweeted. It's funny. RT actually the next day or a couple days later actually used that article to do this breaking story about the truth behind my resignation, and you know, you don't want to answer because you're like, this is so ridiculous, it's not true, it's absurd. But you know, if something something gets out there, I actually learned a lot about.
Was the assumption that nobody would put themselves out in this business and go unemployed? That you must have had some crash landing, planned for you by right-wing think tanks, that you were going to walk into some sort.
Right, as if I don't have a mind of my own or something, I guess, is what they were trying to imply. I mean, I had scribbled down some thoughts in the bathroom, actually, on this day when the coverage of Ukraine was really, I mean, it was pure propaganda. That's the only word to use for it. And I mean, it became unbearable in the wake of what's happening over there. And we see weeks later, months later, after what happened, that, I mean, indeed, media, the Kremlin is using the media to justify or just kind of stir confusion about really what is happening over there. So I kind of felt like I found myself in the middle of this. And like you said, you come on board hoping to make the most of it, and all of a sudden I was like, what is going on here? So I mean, it was not, I said what I said because I felt like it was something that, it was the truth. It was something that I needed to do. It was not a right-wing conspiracy.